Let's think through the example 2.6 in Python language for the book of computational thinking and social science. The exercise is fairly simple. You need to calculate the sum of 1 plus 2 plus ... plus 10. So fairly simple sum product. And to start thinking on this, let's first create the variable where we are going to store our sum. I call it, for simplicity, sum. And then what we also want to do is to print out the sum when we are done. So something like this. And let's just test this out and see how it's operating already now without anything more fancy. So we run the Python file and we can see that the production is, the sum is 0, which doesn't surprise. We said it's here 0, then we don't touch it, so it makes sense. Now we are going to invoke the for structure that allows us to do the same command again and again. So I added this for structure, and we are going to do this from 1 until 10. So this is 1 beyond 10. So here are all the numbers for 1 to 10. And for each of them, we are going to assign them to be the current number. So first we assign 1 to be the current number, then we assign the 2 to be the current number, and so on. And let's just check what it prints now, because I added this printing line here to make it slightly easier to follow up. So now working on 1, now working on 2, now working 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But the sum is still 0 because we are not actually doing any summing in here. Few important syntactic notes how to do Python. So you see that on the end of the for, we do have semicolon. And this is to indicate that we are starting things to be repeated. And here you can see the difference between this line and this line. So this line here we repeated 10 times. This line here we didn't repeat 10 times. They look the same. They are all about printing. But actually the difference is that here you can see that it's indented by a bit. So Python uses this intention to clarify what belongs inside this for loop. And in the for loop, let's first do this kind of stage here. So we assign sum as the current number. So first the sum is 1, then the sum is 2, and so on. And let's just run it and see what it produces. So now it says the sum of numbers is 10. Of course, it's not 10. We know it. It's far too less. But we are able to use the current number here and assign it to the sum over here. And if we do something like this, this means that we take always the previous sum here and add the most current number on top of that previous sum, and then assign that outcome as sum. So on the first time, this is 0, current number is 1, so this is 1 and 0, and we store it to the sum variable, so sum is now 1. Then comes the second number, because we are in the end of that. The for loop has ended, so we go back here because there are still things to go over. There's still things to iterate. We say that current number is now on the next thing on the list to iterate, and that is 2. So then we say sum, that was 0, plus current number, that's 2, and we assign that into the sum. So sum is now 1 plus 2. And then we again go back here because there's things to go through. The current number now is 3. And then we say sum is sum plus current number. So sum was 3. Current number is 3. Sum is therefore 6. Then comes number 4. We print current number 4. Then we take sum 6 and add current number 4. and then sum becomes 10. Let's just run and see how it looks like. It seems that I forgot to save the file, so now I've saved the file, and then I can try to rerun this thing. And now you see that the sum of numbers is 55, and it goes through all the numbers. So this is how you work with the iterator. You have the sum that, or with for loops, you have here the thing that you want the sum to be, and then you can do stuff with it.